Hi everyone, good morning. Good morning to one and all. Just let us know in the thumbs up if you're able to see us and hear us. And today,
Absolutely. Very good morning to all my dear students. It's a pleasure to get back to you with Dr. Sumay today morning.
today our goal is something else. Last few episodes we've talked about many of your queries. You asked us how to study in third year. You asked us how to revise. You asked us many questions and we've answered. But one of the questions which is left still is that title is what if I fail again? Again is the big word. Now, I want all of you to understand, and this is going to be, I think, one of the most important discussion that we will do in our lives. Whenever we do something for the first time, for example, you study in your school, it is easier. It is easier because you have not experienced any failure so far, and you don't know how it feels like, and you're not afraid of it, and you tend to go all out. You are able to put in extra efforts. It is just like falling in love for the first time. You're able to put in everything, and that is the feeling I want you to do for your studies. Put everything into it. But the problem is once you fail, and I meet many children who kind of they get to don't do well in a NEET UG exam or in a college exam or a prof exam, and you start feeling that self doubt. Let me ask Dr. Deepti about it.
I think absolutely yes. This entire feeling that what if my number of correct questions is going to be less? What if, I shut down in the exam? What if I get overwhelmed, right? So these are a lot of queries that come to our mind. Like, for example, somebody is saying, what if people are going to score 190? What will I do? Am I at all there in the race? Is it worth anything? Yes, so this is very important aspect, and I thought we must specially dedicate a session to this so that you realize how to look up to these situations and how to come out of it.
And also, see, the entire idea is that once you experience failure for first time, now it plants the seed of self doubt in your head. Now you start doubting your abilities, you start doubting your self worth also, and you start thinking that people who are winning are something else. Maybe they are aliens who have come from Mars who are winning the game. Toppers are super genius. I am an ordinary person. You start undervaluing yourself, you start blaming yourself, and with that self doubt, the only risk is you become afraid to go 100% on it again. Now you start feeling that if I now put 100%, what if I fail? I will feel the same disappointment again. Let me put less effort onto it. And then you become a part of a vicious cycle. You have to break that cycle. You have to do it again 100%. And that is the key to life. That every time you are studying for an exam, competition, something that you want to do, you have to kill this what if. ये what if जो है ना ये बहुत सारे सपने खत्म कर देता है. तुझे आज इसको खत्म करना है. So I want you all to answer in the comment box. कितनी बार आपने अपने मेंटर से इंस्टाग्राम पे, व्हाट्सएप पे, टेलीग्राम पे मैसेज करके पूछा है व्हाट इफ, ओके, व्हाट इफ द एग्जाम डिलेज, व्हाट इफ माय स्कोर डज नॉट इंप्रूव, व्हाट इफ. सो देयर इज नो आंसर टू दिस व्हाट इफ को खत्म करके अपनी
Especially
जिंदगी जी पाएगा.
something like, what if everyone else is going to perform better than me? So now let's understand one thing. I agree that these what ifs often come to your mind, and they disturb you completely. But now I need you to understand this. I will ask you something. Can you reduce anyone else's efforts? Yes or no? Keep typing the answer. Can you reduce anyone else's efforts? No. Can you reduce anyone else's number of correct questions? No. Can you stop anyone else from working hard? No. Right? Which means the only perspective is one. But if I say, can you level up? Yes. The answers start turning into a yes. Can I do better than what I am today? Yes. Will that improve the opportunities that will come my way? Yes. Can I be a better person? The exam is still 2 months later. So, can I be better 2 months henceforth? Yes. You have to understand it's not about what others are doing. because you're so involved with what others are doing that you lose your own life's purpose. मैंने ये उस दिन ट्विटर पे भी डाला था. People are going to sell you distractions. Yes, they're going to say ये ले लो, ये वाला पेपर दे दो, ये वाला मॉक कर लो, right? Please understand, they're going to give you distractions because that's the best thing. बाकियों को डरा
And
के
Dr. Deepti, I just wanted to add one line. They will not sell it, they will give it for free. And I
yeah.
want all the children to understand when something is free, you are the product.
Yes, please understand it comes at the cost of your life's purpose. अगर आप डर कर
Time,
भी
your attention.
यस अगर आप डर कर सोचो, इमेजिन किसी ने आपको इतना डरा दिया, इतना सेल्फ डाउट आ गया कि अब आप बोल रहे हो यार आई डोंट थिंक आई एम इन द गेम, जस्ट 2 months आर लेफ्ट, आई थिंक let it be, I have given up all hope. Who's going to benefit? That other person, someone else, right? प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, डराने की गेम एक सबसे बड़ी गेम होती है और सबसे खतरनाक होती है. उससे हम ऑलरेडी किसी के दिमाग के साथ खेल रहे हैं एंड वी आर रिड्यूसिंग द कंपटीशन. It is not about whether you are going to be better than X, Y or Z. It is about whether you can stand up every time you are hit hard or not. Can you still stand up and give a good fight? Because even if you are trying your best, अच्छा first नहीं आए second आ जाएंगे, second नहीं आए third आ जाएंगे. Please, there is always something to win out of it, but provided I give all efforts. जैसे सर ने कहा, provided I go give 100%, right? So you need to understand, unless we give our 100%, there is still some deficiency. There is something less that I will gain out of it. So you need to understand, डरना नहीं है, right? Don't let anybody play with your mindset. You
So,
have to tell
I'll
your other
just,
side of the story. Okay?
I just, add a line here, So, Dr. Deepti, what is the root cause of all of it? The question is, why do some people get affected by others more? Why do some people get affected by things that they cannot control more rather than focusing on what they can control? Why it
Yes.
happens is because you allow the seed of self-doubt to be planted in your heart after you fail first time. ये समझना बहुत जरूरी है जिंदगी में. अगर ये समझ आ गया तो जिंदगी जीत पाएंगे. जैसे ही हम पहली बार जिंदगी में किसी चीज के लिए 100% देते हैं अपना, एंड आई एम श्योर मेनी ऑफ यू गिव योर 110% ऑल्सो, पूरी जान लगा देते हैं, उसके बाद हारते हैं. देन यू स्टार्ट सेइंग what it is not in my hand, it is all destiny, ये तो fate है, and you tell the biggest lie of the universe that even if there is nothing in my hand, everything is already planned, so let me leave it, and you give it up. It is in your hand. I'm telling you today, it is in your hand. That question that you plant in your head or in your heart, what if I fail again, start triggers that thing. Now if you are thinking in those lines of self doubt, now you find the echo chambers. You start hearing other people, like you will find, say if you believe in the word that okay, I am destined to fail again, you will find similar people.
Yes,
आपको चाय
that's
की
true.
दुकान में, जूस की दुकान में, कॉलेज की कैंटीन में, लाइब्रेरी में वही लोग मिलेंगे जो उसी तरह की बात कर रहे होंगे, बिकॉज वी लव इको चैम्बर्स. ट्विटर पे जो जैसे ही कोई ट्वीट करेगा कि सब बर्बाद है, यू विल लाइक इट एंड यू विल सी मोर ऑफ दैट. वी फाइंड इको चैम्बर्स एवरीवेयर. नाउ दैट एम्पलीफाइज, नाउ दैट सेल्फ डाउट एम्पलीफाइज. The only thing I want you to know is, and that is very important for each one of us, is the only way to win in life is give your 100% into what you're doing.
No matter
100%.
what.
No matter what has happened
Yes.
in the past. If you're able to cut this rope of past failure, you will win. This rope of past failures has created many regrets. It has created, it's not just about the exam, it's about everything that you do in life. Somebody starts a shop, एक एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ कि आदमी ने दुकान खोली, उसके बाद वो दुकान बर्बाद हो गई, वो नहीं चली, वो नहीं चला पाया. उसके बाद उसे लगा कोई भी नहीं चला पाता, बिजनेस करना ही बेकार है, अब मैं कुछ कर ही नहीं सकता. एंड ही बिकेम अ ओल्ड मैन सिटिंग इन योर चारपाई आउटसाइड द हाउस ड्रिंकिंग हुक्का, टेलिंग एवरीबॉडी अरे तू क्या कर रहा है, तू भी बर्बाद होगा, तू भी बर्बाद. यू बिकम अ डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ अ पर्सन दैट यू नेवर वांटेड टू बिकम. यू नीड टू स्टॉप दैट राइट नाउ. I want each of my children who are listening to us today, I think this is going to be the most important transform that you hear in your life. Cut this rope of what if. Tell yourself, अगली बार अगर लिखा ना किसी ने और पूछा सर व्हाट इफ आई फेल अगेन, तो भाई एक बार आके पिटाई करूंगा भाई, मेरे को किसी का मैसेज नहीं आना चाहिए, प्रॉमिस कर दो चैट बॉक्स के अंदर, व्हाट इफ आई फेल अगेन, ये लाइन मुझे सुननी नहीं है आपसे, मुझे सुननी नहीं है। मैं कह रहा हूं कि आपने जीतना है। You have to cut out this rope of that self doubt which was planted in your heart because of any past failure. I keep meeting a child who says, "Sir, मेरा second year में supply आ गया था, अब तो मैं बर्बाद हो गया।" छोड़ना यार, आगे बढ़ते हैं। That is what I want you to know. That entire idea, that smallest of the thing, the smallest of the thing, that smallest of the doubt that gets planted in our heart, it keeps on amplifying. ये बढ़ता जाता है because of those echo chambers around us.
Absolutely, yes. And now I'm going to answer a common query which I see in the comment section. This is my number of correct, maybe 100, maybe 120, maybe 110, maybe 140. Ma'am, will I be able to improve? Please understand there are two things required for you to improve. One is your mindset that yes, I can, I have the potential, I have the ability, and I'm willing to improve, right? So, one is very, very important mindset, which is what we are talking about. But number two becomes again very important because only mindset doesn't work. You have to work hard as well. I mean, we can't keep saying that I'll do well, but I'm not doing anything to do really well. Yes, so mindset तो चाहिए ही चाहिए मगर कर्मा भी चाहिए. You need to work, okay, and it has to be with the right strategy. You have significant time right now. There are still 2 months to go. Yesterday, I did a detailed core strategy session in the Transform series. Please listen to it. Make the most use of that strategy. I've given every tiny detail. How should you spend your day? What subjects to prioritize on? What topics to focus on? What should you do in the first phase? What should you do in the second phase? What should you do in the third phase? So please understand, you have to have the right mindset, the willingness to do it, and the right strategy. I'm telling you, you have significant time to improve from wherever you have reached so far, but you need to work. Okay?
और आखिर में ना मैं तो सिर्फ इतना ही कह सकता हूँ कि व्हाट आई हैव लर्नड इन माय लाइफ इज दैट एवरी टाइम यू विल डू समथिंग देयर विल बी विंस, देयर विल बी फेलियर्स। ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता मैं ही हमेशा जीतूं, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता। देयर इज अ लॉ ऑफ एवरेज, ऐसा मत बाकी लोग भी मेहनत कर रहे हैं, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता मैं ही हमेशा जीतूं। लेकिन कन्वर्स इज ऑल्सो ट्रू, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता मैं ही हमेशा हारूं। So the problem with the world is that many people, once they lose or they face failure for the first time, they start believing that it is a future prediction. उन्हें लगता है क्योंकि अभी मैं हार गया, and that happens in NEET exam many times. I see children who don't do well and they say सर पहले भी तो ऐसा हुआ था। मेरे बहुत सारे बच्चे ऐसे आते हैं, सर पहले भी ऐसा होता था, मेरे सर तो मोटिवेट करते थे लेकिन मैं तो नहीं कर पाया, मुझे तो इस पेरिफेरी में जाके पढ़ना पड़ गया, तो मेरे को लगता है मैं आगे भी उन बच्चों को कैसे हरा पाऊंगा। ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है। The past failure is a learning experience, it is not a future prediction. Once you learn to dissociate it, once you stop feeling कि अब हमेशा ऐसा ही होगा, अब हमेशा मैं ही हारूंगा, that is a negative mindset. You have to cut this rope, convert it into a mindset of winner. वो कहता है जैसे ही ना अगली बार दिमाग पूछे what if I fail again, let your heart answer what if I win this time, what if I win this time. ये याद रखना है बेटा हमेशा।
एब्सोल्युटली, मैं हमेशा कह रही हूँ कि हम सबके लिए जीतने के लिए कुछ ना कुछ रखा है. इट इज देयर. It is what is required is, am I willing to even believe that I can win? And if yes, am I willing to take this step forward that I need to reach that win? Yes. So each one of you are capable enough, but you need to understand that you cannot let self doubt defeat you. Okay, कोई और नहीं हराएगा आपको, आपको सिर्फ आपका self doubt ही हरा देता है. So whenever a negative thought comes to your mind, you tell yourself, no matter where I am working hard, I'm going all out, and I'm going to be better 2 months after from where I am, which will improve the opportunities that come my way. Yes. So this is what we are working hard for. Because if we don't work hard, no opportunity is going to come your way. Okay. It's opportunities will only knock on your door when you're working hard, right? And then you grab them. And that's how life is. ठीक है. So overthinking नहीं करना है. हमेशा detach yourself from the outcome. बस ये सोचो कि मैं I am working hard truthfully and I want to become better, and that's what I am doing. So I am doing whatever is in my capacity. Rest I will not think about. Please don't detach yourself from the outcome. तभी हम बेहतर हो पाएंगे, समझ रहे हो?
And we'll talk about more about this in the tomorrow's transform. And what we'll do is we'll keep alternating the transform in between with some strategy sessions. So
Yes.
if you have any suggestion for tomorrow's transform session, please tell us in the comment box or in our inbox. We will definitely include them in one of the episodes. But I believe the most important thing that you need to learn in your life is to handle failure. There's nothing called as failure, it is actually a learning event. If you start looking at that as a learning episode, everything in your mind, in your life will change. How you look at life will change. But if you look at failure as an ultimate outcome, which you are destined to always fail, then it becomes difficult. So,
और
introspect, cut the rope.
इनफैक्ट मैं तो आप लोग सब डॉक्टर्स हो, सो आई एम गोइंग टू एक्चुअली गिव एन एग्जांपल that should resonate with each one of you. You know, even when a patient comes to us with a cardiac arrest, do we resuscitate or not? We do. Why? Because we truly believe that our efforts can revive the person, and therefore we do it to the best of our ability. When a patient comes to us, do we think all the negative things that can happen to that patient? No. We think about, okay, this is the person here, it is a life. I am going to go all out and do whatever best I can. And I believe that my abilities, my skills, yes, my knowledge will help this person have a better life. Yes, so हम लोग as doctors, हम तो negative side देख ही नहीं सकते. We need to have that positive thinking in us, that whatever efforts we are doing to the best of our ability, we are doing with a truthful heart, and it is going to improve the outcome. Okay, ये सोचकर ही probability ऐसे ही रखनी है, and you have to go out. Yes, so इसीलिए with this probability, everyone should give the INI CBT tomorrow. Do not think whether you are meant for it, not meant for it, whether you are prepared or not well prepared, whether you have completed the PYQ ka BAP or not. I don't want any ifs and buts. No matter what, we will give the paper. It is an opportunity. It will give you an insight. It will give you confidence. It will be an eye opener. So it is an opportunity to become better for the upcoming exams. So we will definitely give the CBT tomorrow, preferably in a center. If not possible, yes, you can give it at home as well as an IBT. Yes, and we will take it as a learning experience. We will learn from it. We will get better after it. Okay.
One of the suggestions that is coming in the chat box is that make one transform about volatile
We will. We
subjects.
will.
We'll look at it.
Let's see if
So
we
we are
can do
looking
it
at
tomorrow.
each one
We'll
of
do
your
it tomorrow.
suggestions. So let's start the day in a bright and happy and optimistic mood. Wish you all the best. Have a great day ahead and keep transforming. Keep believing. अपना time आएगा नहीं. अपना time अपन खुद लाएगा.
Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day ahead. God bless you all.